Namaste everyone. So we will begin our today's discussion. So we'll begin with Mangalam. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varde Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Me Sada. So our today's discussion is the second part of chapter 7. So we will begin with Prahelika. So Prahelika is telling Dantaihi Hinaha. Dantaihi is Tritiya Vibhakti Bahuvachana. Means by teeths. Hinaha. Hina means it's not there. Shila Bhakshi. Shila is stone. Bhakshi. Bhakshi means someone who eats. So you can say Shila Bhakshi. He is, or whatever the thing in Prahelika is, that is Dantaihi Hinaha. That is not having by teeth. It is not having teeth. Shila Bhakshi and eats the stones. Nirjivaha. The Nirjivo will become Nirjivaha. Wo is because of Sandhi. So Nirjivaha means Nir means without, Jiva means Jivanam. Nirjivaha means it's not a living thing. Bahubhashakaha, but it speaks too much or too much sound it makes. Bahubhashakaha. Gunasyuti samriddhopi. Gunasya Gunasyuti samriddhaha api. So even api is also, even it is having many gunas or good qualities, then also para is other, paropakara, parapidanam, like that. Padena, gena tritiya, by leg. So parapadena, someone else's leg, gachati, goes. So today you have to guess something whose characteristics are like this. It doesn't have teeth, but without teeth also it can eat stone. So Nirjivaha, it doesn't have any life. Bahubhashaka, but it makes too much noise or speaks too much. Even if it Samriddhaha api, it is full of what? Gunasyuti, full of guna. Then also parapadena gachati, others' feet. It goes by others' feet. So what is this? So this is the Prahelika or the riddle. So any guess without seeing the answer in book? Anyone? So it is slipper. So whatever you wear in your feet, so it doesn't have any teeth, but sometime you see it has some stones stuck into this if you walk outside. So that it is telling, it is trying to eat the stone. It doesn't have any life, but when you walk, it makes sound. So it has qualities, but it again cannot do anything its own. It always sits and waits for somebody to wear it, and then only it can make all these things, eating stone or making noise. So until somebody is not there, it is just sits idle. So the answer to this riddle is, it's a Pada Raksha. So that is the word what is used. Pada is your that Pani Pada. If you see, we say Pani Padav. So Pada is your and Raksha is protector. So your feet protector is Pada Raksha. So today is our Sangrahya Vishaya. In the Sangrahya Vishaya, today's our god is Surya. So these two shlokas, whatever we get in this section. So today's section is devoted to Surya. So let's read this. ध्येयः सदा सवितृमण्डलमध्यवर्ती नारायणः सरसिजासनसन्नविष्टः केयूरवान् मकरकुण्डलवान् किरीटी हारी वपुर्धृतशङ्खचक्रः. So actually those who sing is very preferred shloka for that, because they can sing it very well, and rhyming also is very nice in this. Dhyeyaha is it is telling we should meditate upon dhyeyaha or not we, one should meditate upon. Sada is always. Savitru Mandal Madhyavarti. Savitru is for sun, and Mandala is for constellation or the group, and then Madhyavarti means one who is in the middle. So you can translate in who is in the middle of solar system. Savitru Mandal Madhyavarti. Narayana is Vishnu. Sarasijasan Sannivishtaha. Sarasij is the lotus. Sarasijasan means asan is your where one sits. Sannivishtaha means he is sitting on that. Keyuravan, it's a kind of jewelry, I think, which is armlet, which is wore in hands, arms. And then Makara is crocodile. Kundalavan, so your kundala is earrings. So earrings are like Makara, so like crocodile. Kundalavan, this one is like Dhanavan, one who has Dhana. So similarly Keyurvan, one who has Keyura. So Makara Kundalavan Kiriti. Kiriti is what you wear on head. So that is headgear, not headgear, tiara type thing. You can say tiara. Hari is a garland. So that is a mala. Hiranya is gold. So Hiranyamaya means something which is like gold. Vapuhu means body. So our body is called as Vapuhu. Dhrit means someone who has or holds. What he holds? Shankha Chakraha. Someone who holds Shankha and Chakra. So now we have word by word almost meaning in this. So if you combine here again, as of this level you cannot get exact meaning, and we should not try. So our thing is to get a near or vague meaning. So it will be Dhyeyaha, one should meditate upon or pray. Whom? Narayana. Who is like what? Dhyeyaha Sada. So always pray to Narayana. Who is like all those things now this is. Who is like what? Who is in the center of solar system, Savitru Mandal you can say. And who is what? Sarasija Asan, who is sitting on a lotus. Sannivistaha. Then Keyuravan, who is wearing a Keyura. Keyura is armlet. And then Makara Kundalavan, and who is having Kundala, which is in shape of Makara, crocodile. And then Kiriti, he is wearing a crown. And then Hari is the garland. Garland is one we all know, mala or some decorated mala which we wear in neck. Then Hiranyamaya Vapuhu. So his body is like shining like golden or gold. Dhrit Shankha Chakraha, and he is holding or having Shankha and Chakra. So we are meditating, or one should meditate upon Narayana, who is like this. So Next one is, I think it is not scanned in some scanning problem. Just let me get the book. Okay. Other one is Tam Suryam Jagatam Natham Jnana Vijnana Mokshadam Mahapapaharam Devam Tam Suryam Pranamamyaham. So if you see, as in our comes Chadur Mardanam Shloka, here also if you see Tam Suryam. So Tam Suryam Jagatam Natham Jnana Vijnana Mokshadam Mahapapaharam Devam Tam Suryam Pranamami Aham. So this time everything is means two, and only two things are different, that is pranamami you can say from pathami. So it is like uttam purush ekvachan kriya pranamami. Who is pranamami? Kriya itself is telling the speaker itself, aham pranamami. So aham pranamami means I salute. Whom I salute? Tam suryam, that sun god. Jagatam Natham. Jagata is world. Jagatam Natham, who is boss or owner, or you can say lord of the world. Jnana Vijnana Mokshadam, and who is giver of Jnana, Vijnana and Moksha. All three kind of these things. He is also Mahapapaharam. He is also the remover of the Mahapapa, which are the biggest sins. So biggest sins he can remove. Devam, and he is God anyway, that is why Surya Devam we say. So sun god. Tam, like that, or him, Suryam, Surya. Pranamami, I bow down. Pranamami aham. So this is today's Sangrahya Vishaya. So in Vangmaya Parichay, today, now if you see how the flow is coming in the book, it started from Vedas, then came to Upanishad, then came to Purana, then came to our Itihasa. One by one it captured Mahabharatam, Ramayanam. Then last time I think, last time we had Mahabharatam. So now all those older literature is kind of, it has given you initial just naming introduction. Now it is moving to some newer literature. So like what we say classical, or you can say written by those who are not having a sage status, which are laukika, worldly literature. So here the literature is called as kavya. So there is one difference. In some languages, kavya means poetry, but in Sanskritam, kavya means both poetry also and prose also. So here that's what it is starting. It is telling kavya is of three kinds. So kavya can be divided into three in one kind of classification. So where we say gadya kavya. Gadya means prose. Then Padya Kavya. Padya means poetry. And third is Champu. Champu is which is mixed of prose and poetry. So some, like if you have read Panchatantra, Hitopadesha, if you read in original, then you will see it is not purely either prose or poetry. It is having mix. So that kind of, those kind of literary creations are called as Champu. So that is one classification. Other classification is kavyas. Other classification you divided kavya into two parts. So one says drashya kavyam. Drashya means one which can be seen or watched. Shravya kavyam. Second is shravya. Shravya means which one can listen. So drishya, if you see pashyati, or you have seen in Ktavatu Pratyaya Drishtavan. So that is the Drish Dhatu. Then Shravyati. Shravya Kavyam is coming from Shrunoti or Shrutavan. So there it is coming Shravya Kavyam. So ideally it is like whatever are pure poetry, they are only for listening, and whatever are dramas, they are for seeing. So now you can say from this classification, Drishya Kavyas are dramas, Shravya Kavyas are which you have to read or you have to listen, both, which are not acted. Which are acted, they are called as Drishya Kavya. So like we have a Kavya for literature, the word Kavya represents literature in Sanskritam. So here English drama is called as Rupaka. So in Sanskritam, Rupaka is something which is called in English drama, or in Hindi and all we say Nataka. So there are 10 types of Rupakas in Sanskritam. So as of now, knowing name is enough. Later you will say every whatever currently available Rupakas are, and you will see that they fall in certain categories, and these categories are very well defined and marked. So Bharat Muni, he had, I think, in his book that is very old, there he describes not only the 10 types but also the detailed description what should be the qualities of those 10 types, how you will differentiate. So one of that, we will see the sloka. Natakam saprakaranam bhanah prahasanam dimah vyayog samvakarau vithyam keha mriga dasha. So these are the 10 types. So mostly you just need to know that there are the drama is called as Rupaka. Rupakas are of 10 type. If this also you can understand and know, then it is fine. If not, then it is okay. So there are few Rupakas, or you can say dramas, and which are famous. And yeah, so topmost or the most famous one is Abhijnana Shakuntalam. So this we know that the story is from Mahabharatam, where Raja Dushyant and Shakuntala's and story is there, and their son Bharat's story is there. So that is written by Kalidasaha. Then Uttara Ramacharitam. So this is another Rupaka which is written by Bhavabhuti, and this has story from Ramayanam, Uttarakanda, where the Sita Parityaga and Lavakush Janma and Ashwamedha Yajna's description is there. Then Swapna Vasavadattam is written by Bhasa. So these are very big names like Bhasa and all. So this is again a normal story of some Yogendra Narayan and some his kingdom, some king and kingdom and the politics. Then Veni Samhara. Veni Samhara is from Mahabharatam. So it is for mostly around Draupadi because she decided not to tie her hair until whoever had insulted her are brought to justice. So Veni is that. Veni is your whatever you make out of your hairs, some hair dress kind of thing, Samhara. Then is the Mrit Shakatikam. So if you, it is because of Sandhi, it is like Mrit Shakatikam, but if you see, so it is Mrit. Mrit means earthen, and Shakatikam. Shakatikam means chariot. So that is written by Shudraka. So this has the story of, I think, a king where he goes into some bad time and his kid starts playing from some toy which were made from mud or earthen toys. So on that it is named as Mritshakatikam. Mritshakatikam. So now comes to Kavyani, whatever we saw in the beginning, right? Trishya Kavya, Shravya Kavya. So Adi Kavya we already have seen. What was the first Kavya? And Adi Kavi. So first Kavya is what is called as Ramayanam. So that is written by Valmiki. Then that falls under category of Itihasa. Itihasa means something which really happened. and written by somebody. So all the thing written may not be exactly matching because every poet or writer have their own style of writing. So, but word meaning is this only. Then in Sanskrit, there are 5 Mahakavyas. So Mahakavyas comes into Shravya. They are not Drishya. They are not dramas. So you have to listen or read. So 5 Mahakavyas, what are the qualities or parameters on which a kavya becomes Mahakavya? That also is well defined. So I'm going forward when we'll see. You will see that also, or you can read. So we'll start from this. So Kalidasa, if you see, Kalidasa was present into Rupaka also, and he is present into Mahakavya also. Not one time, he is present twice. So Raghu Vamsham. So Raghu Vamsham is clear from name. It is the Raghu dynasty. So it has a detail of the Lord Rama's dynasty. So starting from earlier, I think Vaivasvat Manu, and after some 20-30 generation of Rama, he lists everyone, and it's a Mahakavya, so it's a by size also you can say it's big. So then Kumara Sambhavam. So Kumar is like our Shivasya Putraha. So Kumar Shadanan. So his birth story, or how Sambhavam means what was the story, how he originated or got birth, is Kumara Sambhavam. Then Kirat Arjuniyam. So this is Kirat. Kirat is like hunter, and Arjun. Arjun is our Arjun, Mahabharata's Arjun. So Kirat Arjuniyam means story of Kirata and Arjuna. So that we know, like when Arjuna was in uh, forest, then he did some penance to get the Pashupatastra. So for that, he got that astra from Shiva. So Shiva, before giving that astra, he came in form of Kirata. So that whole story is in Kirata Arjuniyam. So again, these are very decorated and very classical literary works. So if you have to read it, I think you need to finish this 2-year course, and then only you can start understanding it little because they are very decorated. They have very decorated words. That is not simple like Gita and Mahabharata. Then is Shishupala Badham. It is by name, it is clear. Stories from Mahabharata. Killing of Shishupala, who was killed by Lord Krishna. It is written by Magha. Then Naishadhiya Charitam. So Naishadhiya Charitam is the Vidarbha Desasya. I think it's a story of a king who ruled near Nagpur today, Maharashtra. So Vidarbha Desasya Raja means whoever it was Raja. It's a kind of love story. So that mm, that is these all 5 Mahakavyas. So ideally, if you are learning a language, you should know what are the things present, or why that language, certain language is still living because of its content. So now why somebody need to understand, read or learn English? Because content is getting created in this language. So engineering material, medical and all those things mostly are in English. So to get the first hand understanding, you have to know English. So similarly, here also few things are in Sanskritam. So if you want to read your own first hand understanding, if you want, then the best way is to learn the language. So these things will might be boost your morale for learning. So then comes the Gadya Kavyani. So these are the proses, famous proses. So starting from Kadambari, no doubt, then Vasavadatta and Dashakumara Charitam. So in this, I have only read some part of Kadambari. So that others story I don't know. So then comes the Champu. Champu, we know Champu is mixed of both prose and poem. So the most famous Champu which I know is the first one, Champu Ramayanam. So Bhoj Deva, so Raja Bhoj, whose kingdom is nowadays, it is told it was in near Bhopal or in MP. So he was a very big scholar of not only any one thing. Saying Sanskrit scholar is injustice, because he has written not only grammar books. You can see Champu Ramayanam also he has written. He has written many books, and he was like very learned. So most of his work is available. So Champu Ramayanam is like Valmiki Ramayanam. It is in both mixed poetry and prose, and it is also a good kriti. So all these things I know just names. So you also I can tell that one only. Champu Bharatam, Ananta Bhattaha. So most of the Champus are written by people who are in uh, after Deccan. Like you will see most of the Champu are written in recent times. So most of the writers will be in South India. So because they are written during the time when North India was under continuous attack. So that time most of the literary happenings were kind of stopped. But South was relatively safe. So if you see all these names, Ananta Bhattaha, Venkatadhwarihi, Neelakantha Dikshitaha, Somadeva, they all are South Indian names. So even in South India nowadays also Champu is quite popular. Current writers also they write Champu. So this is today's introduction to whatever was there in fifth point. Now we'll move to Katha. So Katha is our story. Nyaya Shraddha. Nyaya Shraddha means you can say Nyaye Shraddha, the devotion in justice. Or once okay. So I think let it be done by you people. So we'll take names and then we can. Okay. This actually my list shows in alphabetical order, so I will follow the same. We'll start from Deepa and her mother. Yes.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Anuradha Bhagini. Read.
कथा न्याय श्रद्धा पूर्व सगर नाम रूप आसीत् तस्य पत्नी द्वयम् आसीत्
One sentence is okay. Just you
okay.
explain the sentence. Yeah.
पूर्व सगर नाम रूपः आसीत्. Is it the name of Sagar is a name of
yes. Yeah.
a person of Nrupa means king.
King. Yes. Purva
So,
means earlier, or whatever in English you say, long time ago, some time ago, or earlier is you can say. Sagar Naam, one named by Sagar. Nripaha Asit, king was there. So Asit is a past tense verb. So Nripaha Asit, king was there. Which king? Sagaraha. Sagaraha Naam king was there. When he was there? Purvam, earlier times.
Okay, Guruji.
Yeah. Next one.
Tasya patni dvayam asitah.
Yeah. Not Asita. Asit.
Asit. Tasya patni is wife. Dvayam two.
Yes.
Tasya means he na. Tasya means
his.
His two wives he had na. Like
yes,
that.
Yes.
Two wives.
Yes. Okay. Let next one. Deepa is there?
Deepa.
Yes, Guruji.
Yes, Deepa.
किन्तु एकः अपि पुत्रः न आसीत् अतः सगरः दुःखितः अभवत्. So
he did not have any son.
Yeah. But he did not even have one son. Kintu means
but ekah api.
Api is also putraha is son, na is no, asit is
was.
Was.
So kintu but ekah api, even one, putraha son na asit. So not there.
Yes. अतः सगरः दुःखितः अभवत्. अतः
Therefore,
therefore Sagarah is the name of the king.
king.
Dukhita is sad.
Hmm.
He became sad. Abhavat.
So do you know who was Sagara?
Sagara was the king, Nripaha.
No, anything apart from that, like being except king, who is in our
Sagara also means
I have
river.
heard of Asamanjam. I think they say Asamanjam is the person who is. It is quite used in our Sanskrit. In our Tamil also we use it Asamanjam.
But sir is saying Sagara.
No, sir Guruji wanted who is Sagara.
Yeah, okay.
Sagara.
So let me tell. So do you know the name of Ganga? One other name of Ganga is Bhagirathi.
Yes.
Why that is the name?
Because she is a river.
No, because Ganga was bought on the earth by a king named Bhagirath. So
Okay.
Bhagirath is in the same dynasty, Raghuvamsham. He is in dynasty of Lord Rama. So before Bhagirath, Sagara was there and he had 60,000 sons, and somehow they did something bad to a Muni, Kapil Muni, near present day's Kolkata. So, and that Muni burnt them all. So they were they were not going into proper Loka, Swargaloka or something.
Oh.
So all the kings or sons after of Sagara, whoever remained or clan remained after that, they were trying to get the Ganges or Ganga down from Swarga to earth, so that Ganga can flow on their ashes and then they can get liberated to Swarga. So after some kings in his dynasty, Bhagirath came, and then Bhagirath did the work to bring down the Ganga. So that is why Ganga is called as Bhagirathi. So it is because she is brought down on the earth by Bhagiratha. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Guruji.
Okay, Guruji.
So Sri Sai, yeah.
Yes, Shriman. Anantaram saha ekam munivaram sevitavan. So, the king, he
Word by
served
word
a
meaning. Word by word meaning you try, because we'll learn later. You can do that bhava meaning. Word by word you try. If any word you don't know, then we can work out, right?
Okay, Shriman.
Huh.
Anantaram then,
Later.
later, saha means ekam means one, munivaram means
Sah means who?
he,
He.
the king.
So whenever pronoun will come, you will check the first before sentence and figure out any noun is there. So that noun is continuing. Sagaraha was the noun, right? So sah means Sagaraha.
Saha means the king, he, the king. Ekam means one, munivaram means save, sevitvan means served.
Sevitvan is which
So
kind of
he
word?
served.
No, Sevitvan is which kind of word?
Which kind of word?
Just think. So
Verb.
last class we have seen, right? This is a word kind of kridanta or participle named tavatu. So Sevitvan, Sevitvati, Sevitvat. We have read, right, last class. Pathitvan, Pathitvat, Pathitvati.
Yes.
So Sevitvan means he served. Whom he served? Munivaram. How many Munivara? Ekam. So one sage he served. Who he? Sagaraha. When? Anantaram. Anantaram means after he was not having son. After that he served a Munivara. Let's. You will take one more sentence. Sri Sai? Okay. I think it is broken. So Munivaraha
So should I?
Yeah. Yeah.
Munivaraha santushtaha abhavat. So, Munivara
Varaha.
means sage.
Varaha means someone who is superior or good. So like we say when marriage happens, right? Vara Vadhu. Vadhu is the girl, bride, and Vara means somebody who is selected. He is superior in group of so many peoples are there to marry, and whoever is chosen is superior from that. That is why Vara. So Muni Vara means Muni Shrestha, some sage, good in sages or best among sages, like that. So Muni Varaha.
Santushtaha.
Yes.
Oh, okay, Shriman. Santushtaha means happy. Abhavat means
Satisfied.
he get.
Better
Oh,
word will be satisfied.
satisfied.
Uh,
So sage gets satisfied.
yes. Okay. Let somebody else say. Shivam.
Guruji. So, sa
Saha.
sa varam ayachyata. सह वरम अयच्छत. सह माने ही, वरम माने वर, and ayachat माने coming.
No, ayachat means gave. Yachati
Gave.
means giving, gives. Ayachat means past tense, gave. Saha,
Okay.
that Munivaraha, that Muni, Varam ayachat, he gave a boon.
Okay.
Next one.
Varam means what, Guruji?
Varam means vara, like boon.
Boon?
This will happen to you.
Vardhan.
Varadan, you can say. Dan is like giving. Vara is again boon. Same. So it is Varadan also.
Okay, Guruji.
Next one.
And next one, I pronounce that.
Yeah, you only do.
Okay. सगरस्य ज्येष्ठ पत्नी एकम पुत्रम अलभत. सगरस्य ज्येष्ठ पत्नी एकम पुत्रम अलभत. Sagarasya means after that.
No, of Sagara. Sagara is the king, right? Sagarasya means of Sagara.
Of Sagara. Jyesht means bigger.
Elder.
Elder wife. Ekam putra means one son. Albat means come. Like
she got. Labhate.
She got.
Labhate is the Atmanepadi verb. So in past tense it becomes alabhat. So whatever he had two wives, right? So whoever was elder among them, she got one son. By what? By that Varam, whatever Munivara had.
By Varam, yes.
Okay. Let Tilaka Bhagini.
तस्य नाम असमज्य.
Asamanjah.
His name was Asamanjah. कनिष्ठपत्नी षष्टिसहस्रं पुत्रान् अलभत. The second wife.
No, but you here tasya from tasya. Tasya
means his name was
Asamanjah. This is the Anunati.
Asamanjah.
So Kasya. If I ask Kasya naam, that putra. Tasya means whose? That putras naam. This putra was born, right? So putrasya naam Asamanjah. So putrasya name was Asamanjah.
His name was Asamanjah. कनिष्ठपत्नी षष्टिसहस्रं पुत्रान् अलभत. Kanishthapatni is second wife.
Younger. Kanishth means younger.
Okay, younger wife. Shashtisahasram. 60,000.
60,000. 60,000. Sahasram. It is not tram. It is sahasram. Sahasram.
Shashtisahasram.
Yes. Putran.
Putran alabhat.
What is
Putran
vibhakti
is
in
children.
Putran? What is vibhakti in Putran?
So can I?
Let her try, then I will ask you.
Okay, sure.
Putran, you remember the vibhakti? Tilaka Bhagini, you remember?
No.
Okay, Sri Sai,
Putra.
now you tell. He is
It is a
younger.
participle kavatu.
No. Putran is Dvitiya Bahuvachan. So that na will come with va always. Gatvan and Pathitvan. Na only will not come. It will have va also in the before na. So van, vati, vat. So here only na is there. So so you can say like anyway. This is Dvitiya, like Balakan. So she got that Kanishth Patni got.
Alabhat is to
60 got to not to get, it is past
get.
of labhate.
So
60,000 sons she got.
she got.
Okay.
Kalah atitah. Time passed. Kalah means time. Atitah past.
Yes.
Sarve putraah avardhanta.
Avardhanta. You have to pronounce
avardhanta. But I is not there, no?
No, I is there. I is not there. Then that will come, na. This one will come, na. So like in Putran.
Sarve putraah avardhanta.
Avardhanta.
Okay.
So sarve is all, putra sons, avardhanta. Avardhanta is past tense verb plural, pratham purusha.
Okay.
Like avardhanta, avardhetam, avardhanta. So all putras, all sons grew.
Sons grew.
Uh,
Okay, grew up.
Let me restart. Deepa.
Guruji, I'm Deepa.
Yeah. You both are one.
राजकुमारः असमञ्जस्य असमञ्जः बहु दुष्ट आसीत्. Rajkumar is the prince. Asamanjam is the name of the prince.
No, just a minute. If you cannot use it interchangeably. Asamanjaha means a person. Asamanjam means to that person.
Okay,
So,
Guruji.
little care is required here. So, asamanjaha dushtaha asit. So, if you say then asamanja was a wicked person. If you say asamanjam, so two asamanja, it will become two asamanja.
Okay, Guruji. Asamanjah bahu dushta. Bahu means very, na? Too much.
Too much.
Dushta means
wicked.
Wicked. Dushta, not a good person, na? That is evil.
Eva means like that. Eva is where?
Not Eva, evil.
Evil. Yeah.
Asit.
Asit is past tense.
Okay.
Yes.
Saha Vinodartha Nagarasya.
Vinodartham.
Oh, it is not visible. 1 minute. I'll read from the book. Saha Vinodartham Nagarasya Anyan Balan Jale Kshipati Sma.
Your pronunciation is very nice. You pronounce clearly. So, what is Anyan Balan Vibhakti?
1 minute. Anyan Balan. Wait, I'll tell.
It is like Putran, Balan, Anyan.
Dvitiya Vibhakti Bahuvachan.
Yes.
Saha means Rajkumar Asamanjaha. Vinodarthan means Vinodartham.
Vinoda means for enjoyment. Artham means for. So Vinoda, Saha Vinodartham, for his enjoyment or for his play, Nagarasya of city.
City.
Uh,
Anyan, does it mean other, of
other,
other?
of two other it will come.
Two other.
Dvitiya.
Two other Balan Jale Kshipati Sma.
Balan is
Children.
two boys, many boys.
Jale is water.
In the water.
In the water.
Srinagare.
Kshipati Sma.
Kshipati means throw.
Okay.
Sma makes it what? Adding sma will make this sentence as?
Past tense.
Yes, past tense. Kshipati is a present tense verb. So, so since it is a past story, so sma is added to make it past tense.
So for enjoyment, he used to throw other children
into
the
water.
river.
Into water. Not river.
Sorry.
Then next one is Sri Sai.
Yes, Shriman. Mriyamanan tan drishtva anandena hasati sma cha.
So Mriyamanan, this word you don't know. So it is a continuous word. Mriyamanan means dying. So those dying, tan is which vibhakti? Tan is same. Putran, Anyan, Balan, tan. So those who, that boys, whoever he threw into river. So when they were dying, Mriyamanan, seeing them dying, drishtva, after seeing. So after seeing them dying, anandena hasati sma cha. So by enjoyment, he used to laugh also. Right? I think.
Yes, Shriman.
Okay, you are there. So next one you can take. Yeah, Evam.
Evam asamanjah anekan balan amarayat. Evam is, I think it is like this.
Like this way.
Asamanjah is that prince.
That prince. Yeah.
Anekan means many. Balan means children. Amarayat means killed. So he killed
Marayati. Yeah, Marayati is the present tense verb and Amarayat is the past tense verb. So now time is less, so I will read the next one. Tataha, from this, Janaha, people, Dukkhitaha, sad, Abhavan, they became. So by this, people were sad. Te means they. Who they? They all people who were sad. Nripasya samipam agachan. So agachan means came. So where they came? Nripasya samipam, near the king. So asamanjasya, of asamanja, duracharam, his bad activity or whatever he is doing bad. Acharam, dur means mostly bad. Acharam means behavior. So duracharam means bad behavior. Avadan means vadanti, past tense. So they told about asamanja's bad behavior. Tada means then. Nripaha, king. Sachivan, so this also is plural for Dvitiya. So all the Sachiva, secretaries, ahvayat means called. So whom Sachiva, all secretaries, king called all the secretaries after listening to this. Putrasya vishayam avadat. So in the subject of putra or the putras, whatever he was doing, he told to those secretaries. Avadat is again past. Then idanim kim karomi. So idanim means now, kim means what, karomi means I should do or I do. So now what I do? Iti, like this. Tan means those. Again Dvitiya. Tan who? Sachivan. Aprichat. So he asked his secretaries, now what I do? I, because karomi is there. Sachivaha avadan. So the secretaries spoke or told. प्रजापीडकः असमञ्जः भवता राज्यतः निष्कासितः भवतु. So bhavatu is the verb, that is the lot lakara. Bhavatu means let it be. So what? Prajapidakaha. Praja is your whatever countrymen. Pidakaha. Pidaka means whoever is giving bad time or pida to praja. So like that, asamanjaha. So asamanja, who is torturing our public. Bhavata is tritiya, means from your. Rajyataha. So rajyataha, in last class we have seen, if you add taha anywhere it becomes panchami, means from. Rajyataha means bhavata, your kingdom, from your kingdom. Nishkasitaha, you should expel him. Bhavatu, let asamanja expelled from your kingdom. Iti, like this they suggested king. So now Asamanja is the son of king. So you see that secretaries are not saying something because king is in front of them, they have to please the king. They are telling what is the correct as per justice, as per nyaya. And now let's see how king reacts. So Nripaha Sachivanam Nirnayam Angikritvan. Angikritvan is the Ktavatu. So it is telling accepted. Nripaha Angikritvan. King accepted. What he accepted? Sachivanam Nirnayam. So decision of secretaries. So whatever secretaries decided, Nripa accepted. Putram api. Even though son, Putram api asamanjam, to asamanja, saha nishkasitvan. He expelled. Aho nyaye nripasya shraddha. Oh, how much shraddha means devotion. Nyaye is like in the justice. Nripasya means of king. So what to say about king's devotion in the justice? Ataha, therefore, sajjanaha, good people, vadanti, they tell what? Tyajet ekam kulasyarthe. So if one is bad in your family, so for kula clan, kulasya arthe, for the sake of clan, if one is bad, tyajet, we should leave him or we should expel him from our kula to save our kula. So because of this only the story is named as Nyaye Shraddha. So because secretaries, even you see your public also is having that much courage that they can go to king and tell that your son is not behaving properly. So let's see the vyavahara. This vyavahara is just discussion between or the conversation. So there I think until you are not doing your own, nothing will come out. You try it your own once, and whatever words you are not able to understand, we can look into them. Then this thing you already know, because this is they are telling very late. These things are used from very early in the text. Asti means is, santi means are, asmi means I am, smah means we are, past is asit and asan, asam and asam. So api you already know also. Iti is like this, eva is only, atah is therefore, cha is and, yatah is because or since. The thing is, you practice this, you already know the meanings of this, you practice the sentence and try to make if any meaning you can make. So we'll take the Subhashitam, then we'll come back whatever time is there for this one. So it is in matching with what story we had. So the same thing, what was the story ending phrase, this Subhashitam is starting from that. Tyajet ekam kulasya arthe, for sake of your clan or family. If an individual is there, you should leave him. And gramasya arthe, grama is your village, for the interest of family, kulam tyajet. So if a family is bad in whole grama, so you should get rid of that particular family to save the rest of the grama or rest of the family. Gramam janapadasya arthe. So suppose in one Janapada is district. So if one district there is some village which is bad and wicked, so you should get rid of that village. Get rid of means avoid them or put some like current days what America does, right? So Iran is not good thing. So what I will do, I will put economic blockade and this and that. So that is like excluding them from the groups. Same thing is told here. So Atmarthe. So Atmarthe means for sake of self, for self-realization or self-knowing self. So because now knowing self, all this Maya is going to be bad for you. So Prithvim Tyajet. So for that, this thing, Prithvi means here it is written the world, but must leave the world. But I would say like all the worldly things, whatever attractions you have, if you want to realize yourself, whatever are things which attract on Prithvi, you should leave them. So this is the Subhashitam. So we have 5 minutes. We'll come here and try to see if you can understand anything in Abhyasa. Because for other it is already written, so you will read and tell. So it is saying change the following sentence into past tense. So first one will take, we'll start same, okay, wherever we left. So we left at Sri Sai. So Shivam. So Dilipaha Prasiddha Raja Asti. What will be the past tense of this? What is the present tense meaning and then what will be the past tense?
Dilipa Prasiddha Raja Asti means Dilip is a famous king.
Okay. Yes, correct. Past tense?
And Dilipa Prasiddha Raja Asti will be changed to Asmi.
No. Asit.
Asit. Okay.
Asit.
Dilipa Prasiddha Raja Asit.
Tilaka Bhagini. Aham Kashyam Asmi. What is the meaning of this and then convert it into past?
Aham is I. Kashyam.
Kashyam is Kashi Nagare, in Kashi.
In Kashi. I live in Kashi.
Asmi. Live is not written, so I am in Kashi, you can say.
So I am in
Meaning
Kashi.
is same, but whatever is written, I am trying to use that only. What you told is correct, but Vasati is not written here. No? So,
Okay.
so how you will convert in past?
Beg your pardon?
How we will convert it into past? Because this exercise is to convert in past tense.
Aham.
Aham.
Kashi.
Kashyam.
Kashyam. Asam.
Awesome. Very nice. Very good. Yes. So verb only will go to different because verb only had the time thing. These fellows are only having gender and the what kind of uses. Yeah. So next one also you will take. Bahavaha Rishayaha Bharate Santi. What is the meaning and then convert to that.
Rishyaha is Rishi.
Plural of Rishi. Plural of Rishi. Bahavaha is plural of Bahu.
Oh, okay.
Bharate is like Kashi Nagare. In
Bharat. Bharate Santi. So, Rishyaha Bharate Santi. There are many.
Yes.
There are many rishis in Bharat.
Yes, very right. Yes. Now convert it into past.
Very difficult. Bahavaha Rishyaha Bharate Santi.
Only Santi, only verb you have to convert to past. Rest everything remains same.
Bahavaha Rishyaha Bharate Asan.
Very nice. Asan. Bahava Rishyaha Bharate Asan.
Asan. Okay.